EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, check. 60 Bison.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing now is Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Now inside the 25. John Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
60 Maverick, Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Tompkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. There he goes, left side. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Texans 17, Titans nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep.
It got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Shrugs him off. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
79 Broncos.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go play action with Willis. A Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. But it's caught, Tompkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better? One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Willis looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
Willis now off of play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let go.
Willis will look to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On second down, here's Pierce. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw, here's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
79 Broncos.
Willis looking to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
19 Lions.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's Stroud. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. As Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 31, Titans 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now here is another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Titans 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that
he's got a man complete. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Now Willis to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 23, here's second down and 1. Stroud. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Julian Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to the air again with Willis. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
65 cat, 65 cat, go.
On first down, Willis. It's complete to Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Willis looks to pass it here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go again with Pierce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Ready up.
Throwing now is Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, it's Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis to throw on second. He completes it to Tompkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. Cockrell holds it in left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Willis will look to pass again here. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10, it's Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Willis will look to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Hey.
Again, Willis to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. His arms wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Okay.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Willis, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Come on.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get it inside the 35. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Stroud. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Titans are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here now, third down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Now Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Willis to throw once more. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Willis to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hey, check.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Able to avoid him at the 40. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. They get 14 on